From the capital of Tennessee and of country music for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. The punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Rolling left, buying some time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 2. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. To the house for Tennessee, touchdown. The Titans take a 6-0 lead right away. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That throw behind his intended target. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Going over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. And he scores! It's a New York touchdown! The Giants finish off their opening drive. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Fox now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Connects on the crosser. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Report.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
1st down from the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Giants get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing from the gun here. Wilson's got it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Olave with the catch. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throw on third down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, oh, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
They've got a man in motion. First down, here's Lamar. Cut out left. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, years. Defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Middle.
Lamar now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
You are X.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. There he goes on the right side. And he makes the Husker. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. Jackson trying again after the pick. Gets himself free. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 14. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks, nice work by the defense there, sets him up with a 3rd down.
Brings up third
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short. Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Giants football. They're set up at the 35 now. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give up the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. First down, and they go right back to it. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 8. Coleman with the grab. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Into the hands of Olave. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back now, pressure on its way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Koo able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play fake, Jackson. Hits his running back. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. 16 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On first down, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and
Trying again following the sack.
37-yard line.
Complete out to the right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Okonkwo brings it in. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on fourth down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. That's incomplete left side. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Now Jackson on third down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. Into the hands of Okonkwo. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
That one's complete right side. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. They motion the tight end over. Jackson's going to throw again. Drop. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Escapes the pocket, and they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he's brought down for a loss. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. Little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Pass play on 1st and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And the Giants will have a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shovel pass complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 21. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. Complete on the option. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Brought in right side. Get some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running back sent in motion. Another try following the sack. That pass caught by Tank Dell. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here.
It's now 3rd down.
Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's on the move. He's running for it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Working quickly here. They go play fake with Jackson. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans start the 2nd half with some needed points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 12 behind the sticks. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Third and long for him here. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. First and 10 from the 41. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
The give here on 2nd. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Only 3 yards that time. They're left to figure out a 3rd and 15.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So 3rd down, Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That heater's going to fall to the turf.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Setting up a throw. It's his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Throwing off the play fake here. Olave with the catch. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll throw it again. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Lone back gets the handoff. Room to run inside the 20. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground. Oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Complete to Dell. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Dell's got it near the sideline. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Titans will have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Desperation time here on fourth. That's cut beyond the marker. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Giants want to end it in regulation if they can. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Connection made to Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, they'll run. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw it. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense. I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Completed over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Still one more in their pocket to use.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Setting up to pass. Getting out to his left. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Report.
And they send a man in motion. Back to throw. Flush down out to his left.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Quick pass, right side, complete. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Option design here. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Working quickly here.
Good for the Titans. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. He's got a man left. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Works his way to the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 23. Offense up to the line fast. They send the tight end in motion. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. A give now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Gonna keep this one and go. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Here's a give straight up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans take the lead in this game. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.